In a world where everyone has superpowers, the average Joe just wants to play hero, but basic skills are totally boring and won't make you famous. The real dream is hitting God mode status. After endless grinding, one dude finally maxed out his stats. He became a legend, worshipped as a supreme being with the wildest skill ever, the supreme finger. But wait, story time. A web novelist went on indefinite hiatus because of personal issues, triggering a massive comment section riot. Turns out, he was just lazy and gaming too much. This slacker author is actually our main character. Rewind a bit. One day, Dungeon Gate cracked open, spitting nightmare fuel onto Earth and causing total chaos. But hey, humans adapted and started leveling up to fight back. Harvesting monster energy became the new trend for survival. These hunters get ranked G2. G-rank is basically an NPC with a sword. Meanwhile, a girl stares at a poster of the OG hero who saved everyone, comparing it to her own lame report card. Even after her 10th inspection, she's stuck at rank B. Despite the hustle, she can't level up. Suddenly, a guy interrupts her emo moment, asking if she's itchy. She turns around, assuming she's finally getting recognized by a fan. Nope, he just acts weird. She decides he's a creep, so she charges up high voltage sparks in her fists, ready to zap him. The guy realizes he's in danger, fakes a phone call, and uses the ringtone as cover to sprint away. Smooth as the weirdo vanishes. SEO Mare gets called by the desk as number 4. Time for the test. She walks out, holding her results, looking totally crushed. 0 improvement. She sighs, realizing she's probably hit her genetic ceiling. But before she can sulk, her phone goes crazy. With an emergency alert, a portal just ripped open in Sioux City, releasing a giant monster bull that's currently smashing downtown 2 bits. Only rank hunters are allowed to engage. On TV, a reporter is screaming from a parking lot while the beast wrecks cars in the background. It's pure panic. Civilians are running for their lives, and the heroes are ghosting. This monster has enough power to flatten the whole zip code. Cut back to the weird guy from before. He's dragging a kid away from the danger, but the little girl trips. Classic trope. He stops to help her up, asking if she's hurt. Bad move. The delay lets the angry bull catch up, snorting and ready to kill. Suddenly Zappe, lightning ball slams in. Mary yells out her attack name, because you gotta shout it to make it stronger, right? The lightning hits the bull, stopping it inches from the pair. Mary floats down, electricity buzzing, looking cool in a helmet. To hide her face, awkwardly, the attack did 0 damage. It just made the bull weigh. Realizing she messed up, she powers up for round 2, practically going Super Saiyan, yelling her ult move. The blast nuked the spot where the bull was. Honestly, lucky if bystanders didn't get toasted and the boom, Mir hit the dirt, wondering, did I wreck it? Nope. Through the smoke, Mr. Bull comes raging with a gnarly strike she dodged. But the debris, total fail. Scrambling up, she asks, is the rank gap really this huge? No time to panic though. She spotted those 2 civilians, still loitering. Seriously, you guys are in the danger zone. Even though she's outmatched, Mary screams at them too. Run, she's stalling, but honestly, she's running on fumes. Powering up again. She sees the bull slowing down a tad. Still mad though, it charges. She sees her reflection in the visor cue, tragic flashback. Crying over dead parents, swearing to end all monsters. But some lady was like, don't even dream of revenge. Back in reality, Mary snaps at her own brain. Focus. In that split second, she remixes her energy. Gold eyes, buzzing head. It's the God's crushing finger. Suddenly, all that juice explodes. She goes full transformation mode. Hands up, making a giant electric spirit bomb. She it right into the bull's face as it charges. Massive electric boom downtown. Later, news anchors are like, Barank Hunter Lightning, Empress clapped in air. Paps try to interview. Fans swarm, but agents play defense, blocking them. Mary's standing there like, did I actually solo that thing? Looking at the bull bits, felt like she leveled up. But wait, interrupted again. That weird guy walks up, with the kid to say thanks. He drops her real name, Sayo Mary, saying he owes her. She's like, nah, you're good. Just glad you survived. They bounce. She waves. Then, hold up. How do you know her name? She's just Lightning Empress. To the public. Then it clicks. When she went all out on the bull, that buzzin', that was his voice inside her head. From his POV, he tells his sister, maybe daughter, that they're heading home. Late night, we see this oddball on a bridge, joking. It's a hotspot for people wanting to log out of Phase 5. But obviously, he's not there for that. He's salty because he and his niece almost got wrecked by his phone. He threatens to chuck the cursed thing over the edge. Flashback to a few days ago. He was at a cafe trying to write in his notebook, but having 0 brain cells. Deadline looming. like anyone, he got distracted and played with his phone to look busy. Slacking off, he spots a weird chest icon he never downloaded. He installs it. Creator of gods. Okay, weird flex. After the loading finishes, a pixelated ant pops up. He groans, totally confused by the gibberish symbols floating everywhere. Nothing happens, so he rage taps the instant bug juice. The dead ant drops a coin that literally yeets out of the screen, bonk in his head. His phone buzzes with a ping. Target squashed. Loot, shadow coin, creepy money. The cursed app adds. He's now one step closer to becoming a supreme, evil deity. Confused, dude holds the coin, wondering if he just unlocks some sick hunter powers. Though, honestly, gaining magic from a smartphone is kinda lame. He figures if this was 20 years ago, he'd be in a loony bin. But hey, the world's weird now. Time to hit the hospital and check his hunter stat. But when they call his name, the whole waiting room cracks up. Apparently, Yahello is comedy gold to them. Whatever the receptionist tells him, he actually passed the vibe check and has powers. Stoked, he starts daydreaming, going full Superman mode. He's not even greedy. A chill would let him ditch his dead-end writing gig, but reality hits. Our receptionist says he's jeering, specifically, trash. Tear, his epic power. Making stuff? Then she asks if he wants a license. The price tag? 280,000 won. Total ripoff for a broke guy. Devastated by his own cluelessness, he decides to just finish his novel before his editor screams at him. Back home, he stares at a blank page. 5 hours wasted, just typing and deleting garbage. Brain dead. He flicks on the TV to veg out. Some reporter is hyping up a class hunter BQ on for crushing a disaster. Dungeon and saving humanity. Yawn, not interested. He flips the channel, only to find a lame skincare ad. Great, now he's annoyed and jealous of rich hunters. He rage quits his novel chapter and flops onto the couch. Nap time seems like the play, but his phone alarm berserk, he screams, because the stupid thing won't turn off. Fed up, he sits up and starts grinding that cursed game, smashing digital ants like a maniac. Hours later, he's rich in fake coins and passes out, nearly pulling, and all he wakes up to find his pennies merged into big bucks worth 100 each. Phone buzzes. Hail, unknown god. Apparently, he unlocked the divine shop. A chest pops up. Open me. Curiosity bait, obviously. He taps yes. Because curiosity killed the writer. A blinding light blasts from the phone. Scene shifts to a busy office, packed with people. Just your average association chaos. Big ups to the Hunter Association boss and the VIP suits for pulling up. They came to party because the country finally bagged a hunter who unlocked the legendary Hunter store. Seriously? The hype was absolutely real. Everyone was vibing, since having this feature in Korea was a total game changer. It's super rare, even for those creation-type hunters. Now, they could cop up gear and skills that break the game rules. The MC shouted for everyone to chill. Then two legends walked in. Kong Wo, the Esrang beast, with the store, and Song Mina, the Even the president kept his mouth shut while they made their entrance. The host asked Kong to fire up the store, and just opening it unleashed so much energy that papers went flying everywhere. Plus, a blinding glow. But in the end, nothing actually happened, except a loud boom. The assistant was like, chill, it's normal. Only the user can see the UI. But thanks to mangacaps, everyone got to peek at the goods. The inventory was insane. Stuff like the blessing of the Thunder God and Excalibur. The dudes were freaking out, saying this loot was straight out of myths. But the price tags, absolutely brutal. The Thunder God buff, 300 million gold. That's roughly 30 trillion. One psycho actually called it cheap. Clearly, bro lost his marbles. The president snapped everyone back to reality. Yo, focus guys. He reminded them the nation's future was riding on this shop. They had to keep it low-key until things leveled up. At least 2 S-class bodyguards needed to babysit Mr. K. Meanwhile, our main guy checked his own store app. It asked for 100 gold coins just to start. Rip off mud. He wondered if the coin icon looked weird because he's a creation type, like Kong Wo, but the power gap between them, massive. He wondered if he could maybe hustle a few bucks from it. Inside the god's store, everything was gibberish except the prices. Just random alien text he couldn't read. Total nonsense. Our boy Yahello had 372 coins and felt gutted. Everything was way too pricey. After grinding all night, he barely scraped by. Most items were totally out of his league. The app sensed his salty mood and scrolled to a bargain bin item. Only 100 coins. Our lazy hero figured the app was begging him to take it. He smashed that buy button. The item, Eye of the Blind God. The description said, it lets you fail to see the truth, even when it's staring at you. Speaking of staring, where's that like button? Did you smash it? Delon read the name and thought, why would I want to be blind? He got his answer instantly when his world went pitch black. Panic mode activated. He started flailing around like a noob. Just total darkness. Dude really played himself. He was crashing into everything. Total fail. Dazed and scrambling for his phone, he nearly dialed 911 by mistake. Then smack, he stubbed his toe against the table. Classic clumsy move. Press F2, pay respects fam. Our soldier went down swinging. He crumpled in agony. But then blank, his eyesight just snapped back. He hopped up, shocked. He could clear as day read his phone screen now. The menu listed wild skills like Planet Eater and Genesis mode. Cool, but Elon knew better than to get his hopes up to high. Real talk. A scrub stays a scrub. Only the elites get the good stuff. Ignoring the haters in his head, he searched for the bargain bin items. Jackpot, he spotted a skill called God's Crushing Index Finger. Only 100 coins. Sold it was literally all he could afford. Hyped to be up he fired it up, and immediately felt dumb. The godly power, it just toggled the ACO on and off. He stood there screaming the attack name at the vent like a total psycho. Click, clack. Then he aimed at the TV. It turned on to realization hit. He just spent his life savings on a magical remote. He tried to cope. Hey, maybe being a couch potato wizard is useful. While losers walked to the switch, he could chill like a king, ruling his appliances with an iron fista. Finger? Feeling lazy? He pointed his digit at the laptop. Maybe it does homework. Spoiler, his novel didn't magically write itself. Shocking. I know. Mid-fail his phone blew up. It was his editor, screaming in his ear. The guy was raving, saying he'd finally written something legendary. But all he did was rant about squashing ants, IRL, literally just bugs. Proving he's a trash writer, his diary entry was better than his book. He couldn't believe it. But of course, the editor had an agenda. Where's the next chapter? He barked, leaving Elon totally salty. Annoyed, he hopped back onto his weird little mobile game later. Was the Enslayer arc really genius? Whatever works. He went back to nuking bugs. Nothing personal, just XP grinding. He splattered at number 300. At this rate, the insect kingdom is definitely gonna sue him for harassment. Finally, the bug juice fused into another 100 coin token. Time to go shopping. Was there anything cheap in the store? Nope. Cheapest item was growth protection. For a cool 1,000, he'd have to grind. At kill 404, he spotted a glitch. A red ant was dodging everything like a Dark Souls boss. Super annoying. Raging, he unleashed his Guitar Hero finger speed. But the bug was too pro. It actually beat him. Embarrassing. Salty about the loss. He took it out on the regular mobs instead. His kill count hit 88. Coins up. Bad vibes up. The system pinged. 800 karma points reached. Almost there. 200 more, and he'd unlocked the evil god of power. Title. Edgy. But our hero was toast. Brain fried. He'd been gaming until 3 in the morning. He was totally cooked. Classic gamer fairly KOD. Before reading the text on the monitor. Totally oblivious. His cheat code, blind god. It locked onto target 404. That red ant he whiffed on killing. Our dude respawned, waking up in some sketchy, empty movie theater. On the giant screen, playing like a flick, he saw an ant in the desert. The bug was salty, asking if the shadow god was real or just a scammer. Who wrecked its own fans? The ant figured this god was totally, definitely more demon than divine. Tired but determined, the bug decided to warn the squad before the timer hit 0. Burning its last bit of stamina, the little guy made it to a cave. Inside, the colony was munching like slobs. The red ant burst in, grabbing the spotlight, yelling about finding loot but dropping a huge buzzkill warning. Shadow God had wiped the lobby. He begged them to team up for revenge. After a beat, the other ants started roasting him, calling him a chicken and a disgrace to the ant empire. Since he lost to food, they said, he should just despawned back there. The trash talk cut when Ant yelled for silence. They all got in formation as a tiny elder appeared. Shaman 8 and 404 bowed to the boss, calling him Lord. The elder sensed the evil god nearby, confirming the story with a booming voice. He shouted that this map belonged to the Majesty, Great On Emperor. No evil deity allowed on their server. Hyped up, the ants prepped for war. The shaman touched 404, buffing his HP with nature magic. He declared 404 the MVP, trusting him to lead the raid on the god. While the elder handled Strahd, the old dude was ready to throw hands. All the ants, full of rage, rose up. The shaman's magic flowed, prepping them for battle. Back in reality, our guy woke up, remembering every pixel vividly. To him, it was a dream, but it felt way too glitched and real. Suddenly, he started spiraling. Did I dream I was a bug? Or am I a bug dreaming? I'm a dude. Total identity crisis. Then a ping from his phone broke the trance. On screen, 404 appeared again, stressing him out. A text popped up. Nature bans evil. Ian wondered if it was that bearded ant wizard from the dream. Suddenly, his screen lit up, showing the ants casting some ritual. They aimed their staves and spears at the screen, and in a flash, a massive laser beam shot out, smacking Ian right in the mug, and leaving a scratch. Meanwhile, in Bugland, the shaman and his squad dumped their full mana bars into a focused attack on the main character. The ants started celebrating the W. The shaman announced they had one, betting the king would be hyped and might even drop them some legendary loot at the next feast. But the elder went quiet, sensing a massive nuke incoming. He screamed to run, but the lag was too real. The energy deleted him instantly. One by one, light beams rained down, wiping the floor with the ant army. Back in the real world, the backlash hit hard, shaking everything up. Ilan mashed his screen like a rabid beast, going total aggro on it. Crack the Glass gave up. Fixing this mess was gonna cost big bucks. While wrecking the ants, Ilan also totally bricked his phone. He bawled over the busted display. Through the sobs, a notification popped up. Title unlocked. Eagle God. Standing in loot dropped by hundreds of squashed bugs. Our hero finally snagged Evil God tag. It gave him a perk called Cruel Assassin. Rank F, just a battle luck buff. But our guy got salty about being called a killer and a dark god. I mean, isn't he basically a chill, upstanding dude? Avi, as the loot melted back into the floor, a tiny ring was left behind. Weirdly, it smelled fresh, clearing his head instantly. He slipped the bling onto his finger, and boom, energy bar full. But then his phone buzzed again with that alert. The scan showed the ring used to belong to some guy named 88 who wore it forever. It was packed with nature magic to boost elements. He wondered out loud if this thing did anything useful, like changing channels remotely. That was about the peak of his skills so far. Chuckling at his own lameness, Ilan decided to zap random stuff with his Eye of the Blind God. Shockingly, it worked. TV warranty, 3 months left. His laptop, 6 months, even after a year and 2 months of abuse. Then he checked the bed. Used over 10 years. The skill literally said trash. Leaving him gazing sadly at his mattress, thinking about Risa. Chaos. He realized the ring might buff his scanning skills. Hoping to verify, he hit up the counter for a The clerk told him the error margin was super low, less than 1%. First test is free, but a do-over costs 1.58 million won. Like, 6 grand. She told him to hurry, cause the line was huge. After debating it, our hero decided blowing cash on a rank F check was dumb. He said he'd come back later and dipped. Walking off, he mumbled that he should be writing, not loitering like a psycho. But honestly, this place was boring as heck anyway. Just then, his phone app glitched on again, auto-scanning everyone nearby. The results were wild. Like this guy Park, 30 years old, has hemorrhoids TM. He figured it'd be way too cringe to walk up and fact-check that info. Then he spotted someone actually cool. Song Mary was back. Her specialty, sensational, cheeky app. He was confused why he saw her full name when everyone else's info was cut off. And what kind of weird skill is that? Also, why was she tingling? Curious, he walked over to ask if she felt vibes, bringing us back to the intro. Our main guy walked up, wondering if asking that was totally creepy. Spoiler, it is. But hey, why not approach a random girl and ask if she's vibrating? He paused, worried he'd get slapped silly for this. Total cringe. Festy asked if she felt tingling. Smooth. Bruh. Mary went rage mode, charging up like an anime boss ready to zap him like that electric rat. Explaining, totally useless. Doom butt saved by the bell. His phone rang. Perfect escape. It was his, sis the demon queen. He bolted from the building, sprinting to the park. He chatted with her, multitasking. She's like, why so chipper? Finally got some cash. Saved? Guess he's not a total broke loser yet. Elon signed off, yelling, don't be late. Inside, pure panic mode engaged. Thank God she canceled babysitting. Saved his butt after that. Exam disaster. Walking through the crowd, he felt eyes on him. Weird stares. Probably cause he was screaming at ghosts. Whatever. He hit the park and chilled with his niece. She's so cute. How did his monster sis make an angel? Mystery of the century. Then she asks, what's dark history? Boom. Flashbacks to see on Mary's death stare. Scary stuff. Reminding him how his life just got flipped upside down. She looked confused. He just wanted to squish those cheeks. Zero self-control. He squeezed him hard. So you're getting cuter. She reacted like a pro gamer dodging. Slip and slide. She broke free and yelled at him to quit it. I said stop. She hates that. Turned her back. Super salty. Pouting hard. Elon knew she'd be grumpy for like an hour. Gotta fix this fast. But brain empty? No ideas. Luck mode on, his blind god, I auto-scanned her. Results, age 5. Name, Chase, Zan, Hidden desire found. The kid craves chocolate ice cream. System for the win. Cheat code activated. He asked if she wanted a treat. Her face lit up instantly. Bye-bye Grumps. Hello sugar. At the shop, the worker said hi. Kid ordered the classic. Choco-cone time. But payment? He dumped a mountain of 50 and 100 coins. 1 cone? Please. Classy. Wanted to, but his wallet laughed at him. Just one. Broke life. Clerk stared at the metal pile. Totally annoyed. Seriously, face it, he could have organized that mess. Instead of making it rain metal, she started scooping. Mad. Gave him a tiny scoop. Petty Elin thought. For real. Spite scoop because of the coins. But it's for a kid. A future superstar kid. Then, brain blast. Idea time. Time to use the ultimate skill. Finger of God. Crusher. Nah. Remote finger. He hacked the made a giant ice cream tower. Back at the bench. She held her no sharing allowed? Greedy. Uncle Ian accepted defeat. At least it's peaceful. Totally jinxed it. Alarm went off loud. He checked it. Cruel assassin skilled live. Battle luck. Who's it? Then a voice says, I'm walking the path of evil. Beat the trials. Be a god. My phone went crazy. Notifs flooding. Some girl dropped her ice cream. Looked up red. Eyes staring back. Thorn bull alert. Deja vu. Bull attacks. Friend jumps in to save us. But this time, I used my eye to scan the beast. 400 years old and wants my powers. Rude. Trying to steal my divinity. Let's end this. Back on the bridge, I realized it was hunting me. It tracked my unknown god handle from the app. The bull was literally stream sniping me. Beast defeated. Phone pings. Trial complete. Skill upgraded. Plus, I scored a reward. 1 free pick from the god store. Sweet. Catcheb must be evil and Latir. Annoying. Blandophone. Was gonna yeet it, but then, new message. Your holiness. I'm listening. In-app, people were praying to the nameless god. Then, red ants invaded, slaughtering everyone, wrecking the termite guys. Then, a moth girl, the saint, begged for a miracle. Suddenly, a giant ant bursts in, Kool-Aid style, brought a squad to roast the holy maiden. Bug guy mocks her, thought you could run? She looked hopeless. Then, I got a save the girl. YN, just like the bullfight? Felt bad, so I smashed the yes button. Ant boss was yapping about offerings to the emperor. Before he could finish his villain monologue, I used Finger of God and squashed him flat. Bugs splattered. St. Geralt asked for my name. Said W. Osha. Now she's worshipping me. Boom. Title change. Evil to neutral. Upgrades. Bonus. 100,000 coins. Easy money. Proof this app actually pays out. Legit. I was shook. That's insane. Cash for free. Added to my stash. My total hit 6 figures. With that much bank, I went straight for the shop. Blessing of the growing god. Been eyeing it. Bought it. Poof. Gold vial in my hand. Promises to unlock max potential. Liquid gold. Pricey, but hey, gotta get those gains. Wait, it's sweat. From a seeker of truth. Gross, but I drank it anyway. Bottoms up. Chugged the vial. No weird funk, so he just gripes. Tasted like weak energy juice. Then he reads the text. Realizes Mo drinks equal Mo buff. Drops 5,000 God coins on refills. Chugs M0 instant. Stats. Then bam. Folds like a chair. Phone alerts. Godmaker sync rate jumped 0 to 5%. The next deck, Yelin's back home, clueless on how he spawned there. Same, bro. Then he spots the ant mob. Crawling on him, checks his phone. It finally clicks. What's up? Ants scatter cause of the boosted sync rate. Godmaker updated. Basically, more sync means the game gets realer. He starts spazzing, trashing his room. Asking why ants are can't even open his door cause of bites. Spots the window and comes up with a dumb play, eat himself off floor 3. Movie mode on. Sprints at the glass. Knows if he fell, he's toast. But better than ant food, right? Nope. Faceplants, the glass. Splat on. The floor dude's a god, but can't break a pane. Our boy wipes out hard. Still useless. As he lays there feeling trapped, he rages. Stands and points at the enemy creeps. Checky. Ulti, the cookbook. Chucks it, squashing a chunk of their squaw. Ants realize he ain't cappin' can wreck a whole mob solo. Boogland, the general, tells archers to push. They fire tiny fire arrows, toothpicks to him. They cheer while crouches. Real empire, power. General orders. Everyone to rush. Once his head is a trophy MC's choking on smoke, struggling to breathe, but sees a light. Best loot spawn ever. Bug spray. Zero mercy. Time. While the general radios the boss. Mick sprays the whole army. Forgot they had fire arrows. So, boom. Roasts. Am alive. Ants are horrified. Problem. Rooms totally sealed. Smoke builds. Fire starts. Pro tip if you got ants, just burn the house. Easy win. JK. Don't try this at home. He thinks he's gonna pass out, then says he can snag a gift from a high-tier evil god. If he clicks, yes, 'cause he's cooked, otherwise, except Sfinga starts glowing red, charging up. But pause that. Check the city view camera pans to a huge lightning strike at the peak. Mary was the one sparking all that lightning drama. Totally salty, she couldn't spam her ult move again. She spotted her max power didn't even dent the dirt. Unlike when she won full beast mode on that spiny bull. While plotting her payback, she sensed a distress signal near the city. Meanwhile, back at our MC's crib, Ilan stared at his hand like, "Yo, what gives?" The glow faded and ... zip. But the system was like, "Heads up, Nightmare's power is leaking into your admin rights." Still, he raged, 'cause nothing changed. Gasping for oxygen, he tried that remote finger move one last time. Flop, finally he just hit the deck, wheezing, totally hopeless and thinking he was gonna croak. Bam! Wall explodes. Enter Helmagal, stage left. Scanning her, he only knew her vibe. The Ant Crusher, cut 2. The hospital. He wakes up chatting with his niece. She's like, "You, my uncle, you look like a mummy." To prove it, wasn't Cap. She demands the password. And fam, the code is your mom's. So, fat she's hard to swallow. She's hyped, it's him. But the sis is fuming. While the goons hug, Che begs him, "Please, don't get sick, we gotta play." Then our boy delivers bonks to their heads. Huge bumps. He told sis to chill. Since he's a patient, did she forget? She yelled back, "You ain't sliding on that fat joke, jerk." Poor Che could only whimper. But she was the only one who heard a knock. When she opened the door, ghost town. Just a flower basket sitting there. Dragging it in, she saw Mom yanking the MC's arms. Dude was dying, gave me flashbacks to that Chunin exam scene. Honestly, MC eyed the flowers, wondering if his manager sent in Rita the get well ribbon. Fast forward a bit, he's solo in the rooms. Meanwhile, over in another building, Mary's peeping through the window. She's thinking about how she beat the bull and carried him to the ER, breaking her own limits. She'd been watching him for 4 days. Even then, she couldn't figure it out, but wondered if he had some secret cheat code for leveling up. Then it hit her. Oh my god, I'm a total creeper. A weirdo. She had a dip before her big sis found out she bailed from ... wherever. Suddenly, she saw the MC getting up, looking like he was in agony. Boom, transition to dreamland. The saint stood by a tree, with an elder who was like, think twice girl, as she prepped to gift the tribe's loot. Even if the MC saved them, that item was super rare and precious. But the saint cut him off. Exactly. It's our best treasure. So I'm giving it. She couldn't forget how he saved the whole squad from the Imperial Army. Plus she figured he might actually forgive them if they handed over the bling. Hey, sorry we ghosted you for so long, present. Dude woke up raging at his buzzing phone again. Seriously, annoyed, stupid game wouldn't quit. He screamed at the pixel ants to chill. But wait, glanced at the screen. Wasn't the ants bugging him this time? It was the saint that heard 101 simps praying, offering loot. Total tribute vibes. Like gifting a VIP? Made him feel kinda fancy. They definitely thought he was a big deal. He wondered what they sent. Zoom in. A tiny butterfly dropping off a fruit. Special delivery. One of the 7 world tree fruits. He sniffed it. Seemed legit. Smelled fine. Supposed to boost vitality. So he chowed down fast. Since he was hurt, why not? Moment he swallowed, things got weird. Blue energy glowed off him. But EU tasted like salty ocean trash. Complained about the nasty spice salt flavor, but then Matt instantly healed. Mary next door watched, totally shook and confused. She's thinking, wasn't this guy crispy toast a second ago? Feeling fresh? He checked the phone. Saint and crew were watching. They wanted his attention. Bing, God's blessing feature unlocked. Now he could swap blessings for their tributes. Fair trade, right? Since they paid up, he scrolled to find something he needed a solid return gift. Meanwhile, back in the ant world, Grandpa Ant was roasting the saint. We gave treasure, got nothing. But suddenly, white powder rained from the sky. Like holy snow. They tasted it chuga. Bam, injuries vanished. Health bars full. Even the guy who got face smashed by the general could see again. Miracle cure. Everyone cheered for their god. The total hype moment. He gained 101 loyal stands. Faith stats went through the roof. Faith hit 111, granting 10,000 pure coins. No dark coins this time. 1 faith point equals 100 gold. Protag realized the miracle was just kitchen sugar. Hilarious. Look close. The bugs are kinda cute when they're happy. Cut to the city, commercial district. Knight trying to scam Chief Park. Lowballing, a gorgon horn, cheap. Another seller yelled out, buying everything, high prices. Chaos everywhere. People shoving. Random fights breaking out in the crowd. Ian navigated the mess. Knew it was sketchy, so he hunted for a quiet spot to pawn loot. Found a shop so dead even the crows ghosted it. Looked perfect. Walked in. A lieutenant lady greeted him at the He's exchange. She welcomed him. He walked up saying he had stuff to sell. You a hunter? She asked. Nah, no license yet, he admitted. She nodded, handed him a form. Fill this out when you can. He read the questions, mostly asking where the loot came from. Just checking he wasn't pulling a heist. Anti-fraud stuff? Problem. He couldn't write iFarmance in a mobile game, but he needed cash for home repairs, or he'd be living in rubble. Before he could lie, door slammed open. Trejo walks in. One guy was an absolute unit. Looked like the boss. Trouble. The squad started chatting up Miss Diwa, while her main guy watched, only to get a death stare from their big guy, the kind that basically shoves your eyeballs back into your skull. That one-eyed brute had the nerve to call his own buff buddies weak. If they're weak, I'm a twig. Ian wondered if they were juicy. On steroids, 'cause calling those muscles weak is just unfair. He played it cool while their leader talked shop with Deep, bringing up her recent struggles and claiming he brought gear to save the day. In his head, Ian was roasting the one-eyed brute for judging everything in sight. Then I pulled out some myth armor. One Eye scanned it and claimed it was actually junk. Scrap metal, masked with illusion magic and buffs, while the leader bragged and demanded 3,000,000 for his help. Ian clocked the item as faker than a $3 bill. The leader smirked as Daiwai went for the cash. But Ian cut in, blurting out, Yo, that's a fake. Inside, he was screaming, Why am I doing this? Do I have a death wish or something? Dead silence. Then the giant grabbed Ian by the collar, lifting him like a toy. The leader asked, Can you prove it, kid? Out of options. Ian raised a finger and used his remote finger. Skill. Poop. Enchantments gone, revealing the rusty trash underneath. The big guy went ballistic and tried to swing, but the leader stopped him, apologizing fast. He assumed Ian was some undercover hunter and begged to leave peacefully. The brute still looked ready to smash Ian's face in as they both. The shop owner thanked Ian and asked, Are you a hermit? Quick break, drink water, comment, and smash that like button. Anyway, hermits are retired hunters, or folks living low-key lives. But Daiwai switched gears fast, asking for the item he wanted to sell. She checked it out, but said only 12 mana. Major letdown. Compared to the scrap armor's 506. Suddenly, our fave cheat code, the Eye of God, popped up. Give the ring to Mary. You know, the Lightning Empress lurking nearby. Speaking of, we see Mary outside, spying on Ian. She was wondering if he chugged a high-grade potion to heal his wounds so fast. She figured he must be a pro hunter, posing as a newbie. No way. A weakling could afford that stuff. She thought, if he's that good, maybe he can help me level up. But then the door opened. She hid, realizing she was acting like a total stalker. If her sister found out, Yikes. Lost in panic. She didn't see Ian walking up until he spooked her. Yo, Mary, he said. Perfect timing. And as this guy, well, total creeper vibes. If Big Sis caught her, she'd be absolute toast. Zoned out, she didn't see Elon creeping until he jumps, yelling her name. Perfect timing. But then this dude pops out. Skipping the boring stuff, let's zip to sunset on a roof. What? A massive zap crashes down, sparking a wild electric surge. Lab coat checking stats said it hit 7,000 hertz. So, while for a ranks, Mary was shook, asking if that ring really buffed her skills, recalling weird Elon sliding up to drop the bling in her palm and dash like a guy too. Chat up his crush, she mused on him, gifting epic gear, like it was trash, but before she could think a dude clapped, grabbing her focus, it was actually the association. While saying grats on a rank, Sion Mina fast warned her to not flex too hard since she was basically still just a rank. Kongu roasted Mina's salty vibe, cheered Miri, and asked for a dungeon run someday, adding stress. Mina swore if our Pikachu tried revenge, or whatever, she would totally shut it down. But Sparky thought with a hero's aid, she could smash her limits, letting her get payback, turning dreams to real life. Speaking of dreams, our boy tripped his eye magic by mistake. Again, peeping the game, looks like the Ant King gave a royal order for Kamakiri to lead 5 million troops to crush the baddie the Dark Tribe likes. Basically, the bugs were mad, losing 100,000 bugs to him after the king wrapped up Kamakiri, and the army said, bet, and started prepping to hunt Elon the hero. Woke up from the nap once again, inside his room, still crispy from last time. Thinking back, he figured what he saw wasn't a dream, cause bugs nearly killed him the 50th time. He asked, what if they jumped him again? But got cut off by a call from Endless Nightmare asking if the guy wanted buffs via chat. So he asked the classic thing, to find who this weirdo was, getting called a noob god, and told to sacrifice peeps for XP. But he just said, hush or get blocked, scaring the nightmare. But he wasn't key right now, as the eye popped off again, in-game. Sought the general, bullying the Dark Tribe for the king. And the phone said for days left with the Saint and her. 101 fans panicked, so he knew he had to. Prep time skip, and we see Elon checking the mirror, whining cause the self-scan broke, unlike when he scanned others, but after a retry. It worked though, not as hoped. It just called him a weak loser having some god. Coins saved, he bought shop stuff like the flames of Gehenna, basically a lighter with a tiny flame on his middle finger. He thought he should have tossed the phone when he could, but watching the screen, a text from the manager, whining about his late work. Bro, where's the manuscript? Drama or not, he had to submit the thing. Do it, or be homeless. Then our main character steps in like, I got you. Then, his brain went straight to that potion. Not beer, the magic gold juice. He ordered, like, 20 bottles. Time skip. Mr. Creator is leveling up. Sync rate bumped 5 to 10%. Authority boosted. Unlocked benevolent savior title. And get this, dude chugged 20 potions just to grind out the novel. Anyway, Murray heads to the MC's crib with a cake. Thinking, is it super sus that I know where he lives? First impressions are key for favors. You know, spoiler, it's creepy. She goes up, but inside, dude's passed out on his laptop, wasted and sick. Tripping hard. Murray rings the bell. No answer. Door's unlocked though, so she just walks in, yelling for Elon. Empty. Turns out, Elon bailed. Straight to the manager with the script. And wow, the vibe was cringe, just staring at each other, blushing, ... You know the drill. But, plot twist, it's all a dream? Reality? He's tied to a chair. Interrogators ask how he napped while kidnapped. It's those three scammers. From the D shop, MC busts out a villain laugh, demanding steak. They rage. He finally wakes up. Like, wait, where am I? Leader guy praises him for snoozing while hostage, scans him. 31, uses insignificant flames. Scary guy's got weak fire. MC has a lighter. Totally fair fight, right? Plus, 2 weak. MC finally clocks. Oh, the shop scammers. He asks what's up, and this weak flame weirdo demands cash for the damage. From when he tried to rob the MC, mad he failed. Billing the victim. Is this the Brazil server update? MC rolls his eyes. Can't pay? No phone. But the goons whipped out his phone, like, gotcha. MC peeps the screen and absolutely panics. The Imperial Army invasion timer hits 0. He screams, toss the phone. Too late. The entire army bursts out of the screen, chomping on one of the muster. Deleted him from reality. No bones left. Guy couldn't even scream help before the squad rolled up. Even the bosses were shaking. Total bugs. The squad leader threw shade, doubting if our hero's power was just controlling bugs. Big L. He yeeted a massive fireblaze at the ants, making the MC wonder if these creeps were supposed to be totally lame. The flames fizzled out like a wet match. Boss dude smirked, that it, weak sauce. Then he warned he'd bill extra for whacking his lil bro. But then bonk. He faceplanted after a pebble dinked his noggin. Turns out, the ants were alive and chucking rocks with catapults. Uh-oh. Instead of dying, the swarm multiplied. Big guy bailed fast. Ditching our hero, MC screamed, "Yo, take me with you." Door was jammed. Bam! Ants stoned him. Down he went. Maybe code or kidnapped. MC was shaking in his boots. Big guy dusted away. Thanos style? If he knew these bugs were swole, he would have tossed that foam ages ago. Then, General Bug announced, "Your pals are toast, and your Emperor Chow." But wait, the foam started glowing behind M. Ding! Small miracle. Activated. Then kaboom! Massive lightning zipped down, smashed the roof, and fried some bugs. Who else? It was St. Mary. She was like, "You good, fam?" MC was stoked to be saved. She started chucking bolts at the whole squad. The general thought, total blasphemy. Blocking the zaps, he figured this evil god wasn't even getting his hands dirty. Having a minion this op? Respect. In his head, RMC was the real big bad here. A villain ready to wreck the empire and grab the crown. So, he yelled out that he, Kamakiri, might die today, but he'd take down at least one of the MC's goons first. Striking a dramatic pose, he ripped off his cloak and blocked Lightning Queen's attack. She just thought, ooh, so many bugs. His troops yelled, "Boss run," but he ignored M and started chatting with his sword, talking to the ancient cutter of everything. Weirdo, asking for power. Then yikes. A giant Idor thing appeared, asking, "Yo, you got a worthy sacrifice for me?" No choice. The general offered up his own squad's heads. The poor grunts were begging, "Save yourself, boss." Snip, snip. He chopped them all. Brutal sacrifice time. Weird vibes flowed off him. MC was shook he killed his own. The eye scanned him, his specialty, wanting to kill Mary, specifically, Mary. Turns out, specialties are just convenient info dumps for the MC, not actual skills usually. Like, why would we need to know if a guy has butt issues? Anyway, General Bug barked at Mary, calling her an evil god, said dissing the Emperor would cost her. He charged, obviously. She popped her old lightning storm. But dude sliced the thunder like butter and rushed her. Last second, he blasted a shockwave. Boom. Then we saw Mary on the floor, helmet knocked off. Is she toast? General barked that Ilan's life was the only price tag for dissing the Emperor that triggered him. Suddenly, what looked like a mimic popped open behind him. Unknown authority, active. Soundless nightmare. A gift. This power announced that this bad dream hadn't hit yet, warning it was a destiny dropping soon. However, our hero can re-roll destiny like a cheat code. System asked if he'd burn 100,000 god coins to swap fate. The hero groaned about this to Tearbug. Bud clicked yes for Mary, who'd saved his skin 3 times. The second he clicked started rewinding, eating the cash to jump back before she died. Rewriting Mary's fate. He yanked her back right before the hit. Standing there, eyes glowing gold. You good? He asked. Before the bug could even whine, the MC called it a total pest, raised his middle finger, and dubbed it God's condemnation. He flipped the bird at the bug, triggering a crazy huge explosion that blew up the whole warehouse. Seeing this, she knew he was definitely the one to be her master. Even through the helmet, she blushed. And you know what that leads to? Chaotic energy. Cut to the hero's pad. Mary begged him to trust her, calling him master, while clutching a shovel and a bag of cement. Cue. Flashback of the MC at the warehouse, eyeing a small knife he'd snagged from somewhere, wondering its use. Mary hollered at him. He was some radiant hermit. She begged him to teach her, make her buff, swearing she'd do anything. That led to this current mess back at the hero's crib with a massive hole. He said her name, but she insisted on just Mary. He shot back that he wasn't her teacher yet, but asked how long she'd crashed there. For better or worse, she vowed to stay. Until he trained her, he was just a J-rank normie. So teaching was a no, but the stubborn girl insisted. That ring he gave her already buffed her stats. She just wanted to make up for wrecking his house. Back to the present, we see Mary with a paint roller, the hero's pad totally fixed. Hole in the wall left. What's even wilder is that when the hero looked out, her stomach growled so loud he actually mistook it for thunder. She shyly admitted she was starving. The MC asked if she wanted grubs and she'd grinded so hard. She craved jajangmyeondos, dar pork noodles with veggies. Sadly, she caught an emergency call and had to ditch the meal fileta. The hero was a bit bummed, but it is what it is. He told her to at least snag one of the golden drinks he bought, hyping her up because he acted like a true hunter. He just said she had zero clue who I was. Just chug it, girl. Food is fuel. I told her to down it. Peace out. Catch ya later, she chirped. Then she yeeted herself out the window. Doors are for losers, I guess. Dude yells through the door. He's eating solo. Then boom. Shot. He's inhaling a pot of crab noodles with the tube blasting news about a rift in the capital. Turns out, a dragon legit. As an Espanic beast just popped up, bro's too busy stuffing his face, wolfing it all down. Luckily, a hunter hit the scene early, but best they could do was stall for folks to bail. And the hunter facing down the lizard? None other than our fave Lightning Empress, who's still just MC literally did a spit take hearing that info. Reporters like, yeah, people are low-key freaking out that his chick can't handle an S-rank monster. Guild backup was miles away, so Yola, gotta trust her. Our guy asks, yo, isn't that super sketchy? S-ranks are no joke. Then smash cut to the site where the Mega Dragon slammed downtown, causing total chaos. Myri managed to clutch a save for a student, yelling, run for the hills, while she tried to tank the dragon aggro. She didn't expect an S-rank boss and knew she couldn't solo it. But she flashed back to her sis, warning her that if she went playing hero, sis would personally beat Myri within an inch of her life. She thought, if sis finds out, I'm toast. But survival first. She dodged a swipe and locked in, eating a massive electric ball straight at the dragon's mug. It actually floored it. Crowd goes wild, thinking it's GG. Got hyped too? But nope, not that easy. Dragon Tail slapped her, sending her face planting hard enough to shake the cameras. While she's eating dirt, thinking she's underleveled. And remembering sis, saying chill, you're only Barank, she spotted the god of growth's buff pop up, mid-dragon attack. Some idiot reporter was just standing there. What is wrong with people? Guy starts trying to farm drama, asking if the Empress is gonna make it or get wrecked for the stream. Think even the dragon got salty at the cringe, giving them the but luckily, behind the beast, a massive golden glow lit up and Mira strutted out. Looking totally fab, she unleashed gold and blue lightning, charging up energy while walking toward the dragon like a boss. Striking a JoJo pose. Back at the diner, they watched it on TV. Delin did another spit take, while everyone fanboyed over the Empress news broke that the hunter was actively clapping the S-rank dragon. Dylan wondered, who's schooling who here? They said stay tuned for an interview. Blushing a bit, the Empress asked, are we live? Then kept thumb up in the cam, telling Master, she finally crushed it thanks to the potion he hooked her up with. Elon saw views hit 2 million already, and this nutty girl was chilling, eating at his crib. She just said thanks, claiming it so tasty. Elon asked, shouldn't you bounce home? She got sad. Nobody cares if I'm late. Elon messed with his phone. No shot. Won't your parents flip? She gave me the coldest death stare ever. My folks died in the dragon raid. My jaw basically hit the floor. I froze. The whole world had to team up just to delete that boss. Even then, they barely won. Total nightmare. Millions got wiped out. I fist-palmed hard. Nice going, lad. I spun back around. You look drained from the fields. Want snacks? I held out food. She lit up like a glow stick. She went total nom-nom mode. I blinked. System pinged. Unlock faith buffs with the magic word. The password, I trust you. Brr, is this a dating sim or what? Wait, if this works like the Sanus hack, jackpot baby. I'm talking Scrooge McDuck levels of coins. Infinite loot glitch. But I was stressing. When is the N-Army gonna jump us again? Need max cash. Stat, yo girl, do me a solid real quick. Anything for you, she yelled. I paused. Okay, repeat after me, ... I cleared my throat to drop the cheesy line. Super awkward. She just stood there. I knelt. Sorry, I know this is mega sus, ... She beamed. I trust you, Ian. She said it was zero chill. Ding. Achievement unlocked. Faith bond established. Let's go. St. Mary is my minion now. I opened the Skillshare tab fast. Time to copy her skills. Give me those coins. I screamed inside. She looked confused. You good, bro? Did I break your brain? Suddenly, a portal ripped open. Enter the edgy tribe god guy. Giving a god seat to this cocky dude. His majesty is tripping. We're here to tell the evil god. He got lucky. You're welcome. I said item. Can I just zap this clown with lightning storm? Just roast him right now. It was super tempting. Honestly. I tapped the menu. Suddenly, the room vibe shifted. Panic mode. Boom. Explosion outside. Crispy monsters yelled, it's a trap. Behold the evil god. Mary blushed. Neighbors yelled, shut up. Every day with the noise complaints, my life is a meme. That's not the point. I sobbed. So, then what? Someone asked. Cut to palace. Shadowy figure asked, did you wipe them out? The monster shrugged. Yeah, lightning happened. No chat, just zap. The king raged. It was that bug brain locust's dumb idea. Thwack. Harpoons skewered the locust. Pay for your fail, idiot. The king roared. Bring me that evil god's head, right now. What a moron. Next day, Mary was zooming around the park. I watched her go. No buffs, just raw speed. She's an absolute beast. She skidded to a stop. 100 laps. Already, you're insane. Here, chug this. I tossed her a potion. Take a breather. Flash. She gulped it down. To me, just energy juice. To her, holy water. What's the next quest? She asked. I smirked. Squats. Let's get it. He scratched his head, wondering if he could train her using that blind god I thingy. System goes. User mind accessed. Suddenly, he's inside her brain. Totally lost until a massive tiger appears, rocking some heavy bling chains. It's a golden beast, letting out a roar that would wet pants. Turns out, Mary's true power has been unlocked on for 10 years. Those double S chains are cramping her style big time. She's basically a legendary hero on a leash, thanks to a blessing. Like a TV remote, snap those chains, and she goes nuclear. The dude is shook. If she breaks free, it's game over. He points a finger, looking all epic. Time to make a move. Cut to a sunny morning. Miru's chilling with a pal, while our guy creeps from the distance. Totally not suspicious, right? She says bye to Teach, but he tries to warn her about some sketch potion. Too late? She snoozes and he gets launched backward by an invisible force. She screams, totally confused. He's thinking, man, she's strong. Even nerf-fed. She hits like a truck. Imagine her at full power. Scary thought. He watches her and the spirit tiger, thinking hard. His hand starts glowing. Time for the special move. God's crushing finger. Snap. One chain bites the dust. The light is blinding. One down. A bunch to go. But seriously, who chained her? She didn't do this to herself. He vows to find the culprit. Detective mode. Activate. Later, he's strolling down the street. People are whispering. Is that an academy student? He walks like he owns the place. Miru walks past, head down. Totally ghosting him. Then some masked creep grabs her shoulder. Stranger, danger. Our hero panics. Wait, no. Realization hits him hard. He grabs his head, screaming internally. Not about the girl. His house is a pile of rubble. Chains? Who cares? My house is gone, bro. That's the real tragedy here. His phone buzzes. He glares at it through tears. What now? Alert, it's 11 late. Nah, worse. A monster named Silent Nightmare pops up on screen. A flower with a sad face. Creepy, it's definitely threatening him. Yo, I blocked that chat app. He's so done with notifications. Another message, 1,000 blades. Give me a break. It's that sword he owns, glaring at him with pure salt. I'm not just a weapon, I'm a divine blade. You scrub? It claims it can slice gods. Cool story, bruh. Wait, are these texts reading his mind? That's illegal. Stalkers. I've got monster stalkers inside my phone. He's fuming. How's gone? Weird girl. And now spam texts. I was already annoyed to death. Now I have 2 haters. Nightmare and Blades are spamming his DMS, begging him to unblock the flower and return the sword. Bro gets salty. Tells them to shut it, since he almost died for that divine gear. 2 million divine coins. That's the bid. For the sword, Nightmare just lolls and waves it off. 10 million coins. But wait, our boy is shook. He's thinking, bro, I could buy sick gear for Mary. But the Nightmare roasts the cash offer. Broke much. He offers his power instead. Then, 1,000 blades flexes. The Ultra Blade? You'll be OP. Trust me. MC is hyped. Okay, that sounds wicked. Total fanboy moment. Nightmare nah, take my Night Rose. Easy mode win? MC's brain is worried. Eyes sparkling. He's cooking up a scheme. New info unlocked. He grins at the sky. Who's bidding higher? He's playing them. Phone pings. Ultra Blade? 2.2 million coins. Plus 3 uses of the 1,000 blades treasure and the Night Rose. But what do? He figures he'll save the charges and test the rest now. Sits down, strikes a goofy pose. Nothing. Why's it glitch? He checks his phone. Night Rose works only when asleep. Brr. He's salty. Can't even test it right now. Kicks himself for trusting a total creeper. Time for plan B. Ultra Blade he tries to boot it up. Nope. Not a dude is losing it. He screams at the monsters. Scammers. This junk is broken. Total rage quit mode. Suddenly, phone pings. Ultra Blade active. Is he being trolled with weak powers? Wait, something feels ... weird? Why's he vibing with this? A dark mood hits him. Super psycho urges. He wants to slice everything. The power's messing with him. Ultra Blade spawns. A glowing red knife. Why's this feel so good? Voice in his head. Cut it all. He snaps. Totally losing it. I'll slice everything. Jumps out the window. Freaking his pal out. Cut to a workplace. Nice work, team. Totally satisfied vibes. A lady dips. I'm out. The others nod. A guy yells, let's bounce too. But wait. Someone says, still got veggies to chop. A girl points. Look who we snagged. It's our MC, frantically chopping veggies. Peers swear he's an OG pro who totally carries the team. ... But bro is secretly tripping on that Ultra Blade curse. Chops veggies like a manic chef, muttering about slicing it all. Stumbles home and barely makes it inside. Thinking, I'm toast. Totally fried from the cursed sword's wicked side effects. Realizes that Blade has a mind of its own super sketchy vibes. Flops onto his bed, just relieved he didn't go full psycho. Swears off the blade forever. Never touching that thing again. Hip screaming from the knife workout. Hip says out on the floor. Meanwhile, bug monsters gossip. Is the evil god catching G? Some demon creep calls, dibs on, taking him out. Acting all cocky like the kill is already in the bag. Suddenly, a dark figure with a purple aura crashes the party. Says she's swiping the 10-blade seat. Bye-bye. Spider face. Bug Queen orders the squad to move. It's go time, boys. Our hero is snoring away, totally out cold in his bed. Look at that. Peaceful-faced dude is sleeping like a baby. Warning, a glowing red rose spawns. Ability unlocked. Bug Boss freaks out seeing the shiny flower of doom. Realizing her master plan just hit a major snag. Oops, phone buzzes. Rose of the Night ability is live. Baby, he sleeps right through the ping, like a total log. System says. Silent Nightmare conditions met. It's happening. The midnight rose blooms. Things are getting spooky. Bugs creep in, but the queen glares at our sleepy guy. Spotting the activation, a massive shadow beast appears, right there in the purple haze, rocking that red rose. Chompy plants start sprouting in his room. Major dental issues. A literal jungle of death pops up while he naps. Queen Bug is shook. She knows the vibes just shifted. The Night Rose goes full beast mode with its vine squad. Notification tells the creeps. You better start shaking. Reveals it's the legendary Nightmare Flower. OP alert. Confirmation, this thing is dangerously overpowered. It's not just a flower. It's a total catastrophe. Giant bloom towers over his house. Can't miss it. The bug army watches. Sweating bullets instantly. Queen recalls reading about this ancient horror story. It's an old school threat that eats bugs for breakfast. Caption drops. He's the silent nightmare's apprentice. Flex. Flower shows off the insane power buff he just snagged. Queen acts tough. Don't be scared. We make history today. Then she sees the bloom and instantly regrets that speech. Deep down, she knows something terrible is coming. But her minions promise to ride or die with her anyway. Squad goals. Eyes blazing like neon lights, the bug boss leads the charge. She yells, "Get that flowery creep," dodging vines like a pro gamer. But the weed hulks out. Ouch. Boss lady takes a hit and screams. A vine slaps her silly while her crew gets wrecked left and right. This plant's got teeth. Literally, it opens a maw full of spikes. Boss bug and the gang grit their teeth, ready to throw hands. One poor grub gets snatched, yelling help, before becoming plant food. Big mistake. The queen bee decides it's go time. But she's trapped in a vine cage. Realizing she can't solo this boss, she thinks, if I go down, you're coming with me. Weed breath. Glowing red like a spicy pepper, she powers up for a kamikaze dive. Spear burning hot. She rockets straight at the monster's face. She zooms right into the toothy mouth, ready to blow it all up. But wait, the flower just burps. She's shook her ultimate move, swallowed whole, like a midnight snack. Talk about epic fail. A minion watches in horror as the plant absorbs the spicy energy. Total nightmare fuel. It's game over. Man, game over. The boss is cooked. That flower is basically using cheat codes. Zoom in on her face. 404 error, hope not found. She is doomed. Meanwhile, Sleepin' Beauty back home mumbles, "More steak, please." He tosses in bed while the plant haunts his dreams. Weird vibes. Suddenly, he bolts upright. Whoa, what was that? Something's messing with him. He's totally linked to the game. Rubs his belly. Why am I stuffed? Did I sleep eat a buffet? Confused, he grabs his phone. Okay, what's the deal now? What fresh drama is this? New event loading. Ping, urgent. Holy Maiden and her squad need saving. Screen flashes, bugs, and evil flowers. They're begging for help. Is she sick? He wonders, scratching his head like a dude. Trying to be helpful, he taps Blind God's eye. Let's peek. He winces. Ooh, scan complete. Turns out the maiden and her crew are junkies. Hooked on killer bee venom. Yikes. Talk about a bad habit. Wait, how do you get addicted to bee spit? He ponders. Deep thoughts. He's actually worried about his pixelated pets. What's the cure for venom junkie ants? Recap. He muses. Ding. Miracle menu unlocked because you cared. ARWA. Sweet. He blinks. I did a thing. Okay. Cool, I guess. Staring at the screen, like, ooh, shiny new button. Text says, miracles are a big deal for a god. No pressure. Do it right, they worship you. Mess up, they freak out. Cost divine power and 100,000 coins. He taps, yes, zero hesitation. He spends that cash like a whale player. Recipe, a slice of world tree fruit. Fancy stuff. Boom. Miracle engaged. Let's see what happens next. MC's willpower is holding strong while the holy girl freaks. He's just wondering, if they're cool now, says he just woke up but feels dead tired as he, face, plants back into the dirt, out cold. Meanwhile, his title, Merciful Redeemer, levels up from E to D. Looks like Yahello. Vibe, shifted from evil to neutral. Guess he's practically, a saint. Now, even the good gods like the abundant one -R, peeping his moves. Suddenly, someone hacks up gross black sludge. Proof they just took a massive L or got hit by a nasty curse. The holy girl pukes and wails. Totally wrecked. By the aftermath of the venom, she begs the big guy above to save her squad. And drop a miracle. Just then, a holy laser beam zaps her. Miracle incoming. She looks completely shook by the flash. She's stunned by the glow, realizing she's watching a legit miracle go down. Golden rain starts dumping from the clouds. Flexing that divine power. The tribe throws their hands up. To the sky. Rain scrubs the poison while holy girl and the crew. Thank you, Elon, for the save. She's pouring out serious. Love to you, Elon. Acting like she just won the lottery. She's bawling her eyes out, thanking the heavens for the clutch win. Totally grateful. She tells the fam that you, Elon, saved their bacon. Yet again. And they gotta pay him back with hardcore loyalty. The tribe decides to drop a tribute for the MC to prove they're true believers. While light beams down, confirming they're locked in as fans. MC wakes up mumbling nonsense. With drool stringing down his chin. Dude is absolutely fried. Sits up asking, what time is it? Why do I feel like trash? Total confusion. Then a voice goes, oh, you're finally up. Someone's lurking. MC gets curious. turns around, and gets ... jump dash, scared by Mary. Yo, what are you doing in my room? She says he ghosted training, so she worried. He hits her with ... A? Quick, my bad, they're tight like that. Then she spots ... something weird and points. Mick is like, what is that? System ping. The black tribe crafted a U Elon statue with ... insane fan energy. But it's hideous. Mary's like, that's ... super ugly. MC stares, but Mary suddenly flips. Wait, ... longer, I look. The prettier it gets. Girl is straight tripping. She calls it art and wants to keep it. MC is horrified, thinking ... she needs an eye exam. He tells her, no gym today, and SHE's cool with it. No drama, just good vibes. The MC gets another ping, decides to grind on the script. ... wondering what chaos is next. Dude is booked and busy. Back at the ranch, Holy Girl and her squad are ... thanking the MC for the miracle. Suddenly, a tiny plant ... pops out of the dirt. That magic did more than just heal. System alert. That little green guy is a world tree sprout. Thanks to Ilan's miracle, the sprout appeared, but it looks totally sick. 24 hours later, the hero is shocked. The world tree is dying. It's withering. Wait, didn't that magic fruit heal him? What gives? The blessing flopped. New plan? Raise the tree, harvest the goods. ... and sell M for big bucks. This guy is all about the money. Panicking, he scours the store for a cure. He needs a fix. Fast. Creepy shadow behind him. Ignored. He just spotted the Holy Grail. Staring at his phone like he won the lotto, he found the cure. The item tears a generous abundance. Sounds fancy and expensive. Cost 20,000 coins? Oh, and a mandatory side quest to unlock it. Mission start. Picking up gross cigarette butts with tweezers. Look at him, collecting trash like it's legendary loot or something. Is picking up garbage really gonna save a mythical tree? Sketch. Ding. Notification. World cleanup contributed. Good deeds, +1. 1 point. Seriously. At this rate, he'll be old before he finishes. He's sitting at barely a fraction of the score he needs. So far to go. Miles from the goal. Suddenly, a wild stranger gets in his face. Yo, what are you doing on my turf? The hero looks totally confused. He turns around, and a massive scary dude is looming over him. Talk about a jump scare, and now this giant is nagging him, calling him a rookie for stepping on his spot. Is this guy ... a beggar? Wait. The hero freezes. He's seen this face before. Memory unlocked. This isn't just some random hobo. It's him. A huge misunderstanding. He tries to bail, looking terrified. Panic mode engaged. Apparently, the homeless take turf wars seriously. Don't mess with a man's spot. These guys are super sensitive about it. The man grabs the cash from his hand. I'll take that. Then tells the kid to buy a hot meal. Wait, is he pitying him? But call him a beggar, and he snaps. The name's Troy Kangsen. The hero's soul basically leaves his body. That's a legendary S-rank hunter. The vibe just did a 180. Shaking, he tries to apologize. What happened to you, man? Trying to figure it out, but mostly just trying not to wet his pants. Troy coughs like a boss, staring him down with those crazy eyes. That look screams danger. You wouldn't reject my kindness, right? He pats the hero's face. Is that affection or a death threat? Weirdly, the good deeds score didn't budge. Was it a glitch? He gave money, but got 0 points. Confused, Troy chugs his drink, relaxing with a bottle of booze. Wait, was he drinking before? Hero calls him Grandpa. Troy looks ready to snap his neck. He clearly hates that nickname. The kid tries to be helpful. ... offering to toss trash in Troy's bag. Trying to show respect. Troy smirks. Good eyes, kid. Where you from? He's curious now. Suddenly, boom, a massive noise rocks the city. What now? Trouble is brewing downtown. Troy realizes something big is up. A monster spawns downtown, and our main guy is straight up terrified. Meanwhile, Troy chugs another drink, ears perking up at the noise. He hears the chaos, and definitely knows some beastie is on the loose. Dude just grabs our hero by the collar, like, yo, you're coming with me. Hero's confused. Didn't eat. Troy chucks him. What is happening? Midair, Troy yells, I like you, while the kid screams, no thanks. Hero is panicking hard, shouting he doesn't want to go. Total drama. Falling fast, looking horrified, carried by this crazy S-rank hunter. Boom. A huge monster named Beelzebub shows up. Troy, not impressed. Troy decides it's training time. 0 fear, just vibes. A creepy voice goes, man, frog legs for dinner. Gross, dude. The monster looks at them like they're a snack. Literally, it wants to sacrifice our boy to its master. Super evil plan. Showed up early just to steal the hero's power. What a creep. Beast tells Troy to move, acting like he owns the place. Calls him an old human. The audacity? This monster is arrogant. Troy goes silent, staring daggers. You do not call him a boomer. He realizes the gap in their levels. This thing is massive. Hero is passed out cold on the floor. Nap time in a crisis. Troy shouts, powering up like a superhero. It is go time. Unleashing energy. The fight is on while the kid snoozes. Troy yells, leave him alone, and charges up an attack. Pow! Hits the monster with an energy punch. Fierce dad mode. Hero got flung far away, still unconscious. His phone buzzes. Danger! Nightmare flower blooming. Spooky! The flower opens up, and bug monsters start freaking out. It is happening. The spooky nightmare skill just activated. Rose that blooms at night is live. Hero's power is acting up. Magic is flowing. Troy swings at the monster again. Round 2. Monster hits back. The battle is officially heating up. Meanwhile, the world tree glows. Weird magic stuff elsewhere. Hero wakes up in a totally new spot. Glitch in the Matrix. He is dazed. Like, where am I? Totally clueless. Looks around, realizing this is definitely not the battlefield. Glances over. Whoa, it is the holy maiden in a temple. Random. She is up to something. The vibe is super off here. What is up? He asks. She gives him a dark, creepy stare. That look says bad things are coming. Major red flags. She smirks evilly. You are awake. Not the nice girl anymore. Definitely a villain arc. She is acting totally different. Confused, he questions his good god status. Identity crisis. Suddenly, he pops back in a purple aura. Where am I now? Still lost. He really does not get what is going on. Complains his mom stopped his training. Dude, read the room. Checks his phone. Whining about it. Priorities are wild. Flashback to being flour. Food total nightmare fuel. Staring at Koi's unconscious body. Ew, what's that funk? Smells like sewer. Great, I'm back home and I stink. Ding. Notification says, I clapped the evil god's minion. World saved. I'm just standing here shook and clueless. Apparently, I crushed the quest 10 times over. I'm too up. Scored some loot called Generous Abundance. Fancy. It's gonna fix the magic tree. Cool. Nature powers activate. Wait, abundance? I'm picturing swimming in cash right now. Literal money raining down. Best day. Trees alive. Antidudes are back. I'm basically a hero. Now, what to do with Sleeping Beauty over here? More fans equals more god powers. Time to get famous. Guess I need a massive fan club to stay buff. It's all good. And there's the ambulance sirens. Classic drama incoming. Never a dull moment. Right? The ant guys sent 2 stone statues of me. Weird flex. Totally creeped out. Meanwhile, Koi's bouncing from the People are hyping him up like, dude, wreck those monsters. Knew. He was the GOAT. Still got the juice, says a fanboy. Total stan behavior right there. Someone asks, yo, you good? He looks kinda sketch. Plot twist. Dude's allergic to the bouquet. Facepalm. Everyone's panicking. Talk about a massive fail. How's the Academy squad? Prep time for the next arc. Koi's gonna teach the Lightning Queen. Sparky duo alert. Training montage incoming. No pressure, just the best teacher and a prodigy student. Town's chill. Feels like season 2 is starting. Ooh, my house is trash. Gotta fix this mess again. Suddenly, the stone statues vogue. They're alive. They start bowing down. Okay, this is getting weird. These look nothing like me. Ding? Another alert? Who's DMing me? The Holy Maiden. Super sus. Seriously, how did she even get my number? Because of the statues? She likes me 105% more. Wait, you guys have Wi-Fi in the spirit realm? She's like, PLZ, save my peeps. What now? The antudes are shaking in their boots. Not good. Monsters jump them. One ant is down bad. I yell, who touched my crew? Mode, rage. Everyone's terrified. Take me to them, right now. I'm gonna reckon myself. I am so mad. The tribe is all, oh my god, thank you. Bowing down to their MVP savior. That's me. Let's roll. Squad. Take me to meme actually vibing, to fight. Maybe a little too pumped. Cut to, the spooky woods. Thud, thud. Heavy footsteps say, we're getting close. Tension is high. But Brew just starts whining about bugs. Yo, why so He is totally overwaiting for them. The maiden and her bug pal freak out at his massive size. Shaken like leaves, cause he's huge. Meanwhile, he wonders, what's up? Glued to his phone like a bored teen, not having fun. Suddenly, asterisk ding, system alert, scanning target. Creepy noises start popping off nearby. Big trouble ahead. He spots bugs with glowing red eyes. Wait, are these the bullies? Panic instantly sets in. He literally jumps and screams like a big baby. They swarm him. Dude is absolutely not ready for this. Twist. They're demonic roaches that clone every hour. He completely freaks out as the roaches close in. Ew, roaches. He hops around, totally terrified. Trapped. Then a pop-up says, "Hell roaches, doubling fast. 1 second remaining. Oh snap. It's go time." Cut to a scary-looking temple. Someone asks, "You 100% sure?" Big boss vibes. "Yeah, I saw the beasts myself. Straight from the last war's hell summon. Major threat, the evil god's body is due, ... in 3 days. Fail, and you're toast. No pressure, right?" Someone sprints down a red hall. Desperate. Got a super urgent message to drop. Monster guard gets mad at the noise. "Quiet. You shall not pass." But the roaches, ... They're single, quotes, S millions now. Okay, that's bad. The evil god has zero chill. Staring daggers. Turns out, roaches have already crashed the party. Situation critical. They can't stop the swarm. Tons of roaches pour into a pit like water. Grouping up, we see the tribe's platforms, ... trying to hide from the creepy crawly attack. Bugs rain down into the hole. It's a nightmare. They're bunching up, something big is coming. So, scary. Protag hides under a towel. Sighs, huge relief. Made it out alive. Room's trashed, but he's stoked to find his ... bug spray. Thank goodness. He watches the ... roaches rain down. Oog. Some are still kicking. Stubborn bugs. He watches the chaos unfold. They're really trying. Huh? Time for a skill. He crushes the bugs to show off, then spots the holy maiden just chilling and giving him the weirdest suck. She jumps at his face reveal, looking totally lost and wondering what went down. Suddenly, a notification pops up and he screams in terror. Definitely not the text he wanted. Maiden starts sobbing, thinking she failed her god, and begs for forgiveness for bailing on him. Total drama queen moment. She asks him to end her life, but he's like, "Whoa, too much." He chills out to read the room, then gets a ping saying he unlocked a unique authority. Proof he's gotten way stronger. Nice, level up. He eyes God's thumb. Skill sounds sus, but it's only 100 coins, so he buys it. Apparently, this power feeds on hype and fear. He vows to get even buff, totally ignoring the comments calling him a cringe lord. To test the new hacks, he heads to the kitchen, acting like he's about to start a raid. Then he pauses, confused, as his phone lights up with another pop. He sees the alert and screams total panic mode over. What's on the screen? Looks urgent. His manager wants a meeting ASAP, and bro starts sweating. Sensing doom, he hands a bottle of mystery goo to the boss, acting all confident to impress the suit. The manager pours some drink into our hero's cup, trying to vibe, and the guy just nods along. Boss man drinks it, and the guy watches, wondering why the suit is staring daggers at him. Boss calls him Mr. Author and asks, "What's looking?" Making him feel small. It's all good. He lies. Boss asks why his work is so laggy, clearly annoyed with the mess. He yells that the guy must trust and follow his lead, leaving our hero confused by the rage. Boss says things are awkward, while the guy wonders why he's being flamed as a damned author. Notification, cockroaches are raiding. He says he'll handle the bugs, but the manager grabs him and yells, "You playing games at a time like this?" Bro gets scared, and the boss eats him out of the room to fix his spirit while people watch in horror. Starry night, appears time skip. Red lights in the trees mean bugs are spawning. He charges up a red, glowing skill, ready to squash some roaches. No running away. The holy chick and her squad are super hyped for the miracle. Gift from you. Main dude gears up to smash those nasty roaches. Sanguralo looks totally grim, saying every single bug is gonna be. She wiped the floor with them, proving she's definitely staying put. No running away, just squashing bugs. Suddenly, a notification pops. Calamity Beast. Wrecked. Reward. 300 million divine coins. Talk about a payday. He's standing downtown, looking totally buff. City's quiet, event over. He's in the safe zone, just ding. Eternal Abundant Prosperity wants to be your sugar daddy. A sponsorship offer. Dude literally burps in shock. Real classy. Deal is pick any authority, power, and the sponsor pays the tab. Full ride scholarship. He's actually shaking in his boots. Wait, free? He immediately decides to grab the most expensive item. Go big or go home. He's totally exploiting this rich sponsor. A system window pops up. He locked in his choice. The suspense? Everyone's waiting. Then boom, he picked the ultimate skill. Creation of heaven and earth. A literal god tier exclusive. The price? 1 quintillion divine coins. The greed is off the charts. Even he's thinking, was it really that much? Yeah, it was. But hey, secured the bag. He's feeling pretty smug about it now. Plot twist. System says his level is too trash to actually use it. His stats are weak sauce, so the skill gets a massive nerf, modified for a noob. It's strictly limited to a single use now, one shot only during the world reboot. He tries to click it anyway. Beep, danger. Cut to his feet. Stepping out of a steamy bath. fresh and clean for the day. Mary's sister catches her lurking. Why aren't you asleep? Just standard late-night sibling drama. Mary points up. Check the sky. Her sister's like, what gives? Mary definitely spots a glitch. Meanwhile, our main guy is confused. What's going on? Suddenly, he feels like he's in a claw machine. Giant, invisible pincers grabbing him. People below stare up in panic. Terrified. Isn't that illegal? One guy asks the crowd. Everyone's freaking out, but this suit guy just stares ahead. He's looking dead serious about the chaos unfolding. Then a redhead with a super mysterious vibe shows up on scene. Definitely scheming. Another dude gives a thoughtful sigh, thinking hard about his next move. The moon looms massive above. It's huge over the city skyline. Drama is brewing somewhere else. Scene switch. The moon glows bright as someone watches intently. Staring ahead, looking cryptic, definitely cooking up a master plan. Dark vibes radiating off him. Did I hear Empress of Lightning? He's interested. Is that the hunter messing with our boss? The one ruining the guildmaster's hustle? He asks the crew. Someone nods. A smiling creep says, finally, what's the head? How many guys to take her out? He's plotting a major raid. The more pain, the better, Smiley says. Total villain energy. Send 2,000 guys for now. Showing his true, twisted colors. Granting wishes today, he smirks, glowing with purple energy. ... Controlled. Boom. A moon spawns. Legend says God's saving us, or whatever. Fixing this gross world. Yep, our hero's magic is totally kicking in. Turns out the MT Stew squad is blowing up the chat with updates. Other squads are moving to Q, the super shiny glowing spaceship. Everyone's like, yo, what's MTS Stew's deal? Shows the heroes. ... Mojo is leaking everywhere. A whole planet gets hugged by weird energy. ... By green goop. Big warning. Do not enter, or you're totally toast. Someone shrieks. Spoiler alert, stuff's about to hit the fan hard. Newsflash, a second moon just popped up and folks are freaking out. Heroes' skills are glitching the whole server. The world is shook. New moon's got RGB lighting. Gold at night, green by day. Fancy? Nerds say. Expect way more portals and dungeon crashes. Just great. Numbers gonna skyrocket. The Hunter Club hits up all the governments. ... For big meeting about Moon 2. Basically, it's total panic mode. Situation, bad heroes whining that his brain is about to fry. ... Gonna pop. Then he hears Mary finished her jog. Grind never stops. Training time. He asks, you crushed those 500 laps. Mary. She's like, yep, took forever. Beast mode confirmed. He's so proud. Big smile. Cool. Can we do planks now? He is totally relentless. Mary figures he's obsessed with AB. He just wants her getting ... Gains. Hero thinks, time to dive into Mary's brain again. ... Mind dive. Zap. Sparkles and lightning start crackling behind him. Skill loading. He tells Mary, freeze. Don't move a muscle. Start planking, he yells, while charging up his special move. Ding. System alert. Unique cheat eyes of the blind. God is on. Power, active. Flexing that magic. Another pop-up shows up now. Says, entering target's headspace. He braces himself too. ... Jump in. Boom. He spawns inside Mary's mental landscape. Weird vibes everywhere. He's like, is that ... Cute. So confused. ... By this mess. Then, whoa, giant, tiger jump scare alert. It's chained up in her head. He's trying to process this madness. So he uses God's crushing finger to smash those chains. Snap. Progress. But the hero's thinking, man, this is tough. Still a huge grind to free the kitty. But hey, getting there. Also, the tiger ain't scared of him. That's a good sign, right? Bonding time. He checks if Mary's stats leveled up. Tiger licks his face gross, but cute. Means her power is boosting. Level up. A massive lightning bolt rips through the sky. Power surge. He watches as they both spot the training results. Mary's like, Master, your workout routine is legit magic. It works. But he knows her true power is still locked tight. He warns, chill Mary. Too many creeps watching us right now. She bows down, thanking him for the beat. Mad respect for the teach. He grins, loving the progress. Cool. Do 200 more laps. Mira. Total sadist vibes. Then his system pings him with a new message. Saint Graal wants a name. Whoa, slow down. I'm confused. Can't just keep calling her Saint Maiden, right? Lame. Naming her makes me officially God. Big commitment. Thinkking. Brand Quinn hat. Nah, sounds like a dog name. How about Karen, JK? Manager's fuming. You have zero taste. Dude is irritated. Says I suck at naming. Ouch. Rude. Dark vibes radiating off him. Okay, chill out bruh. Not a fan of his sass. Fine. Done. Low effort. I know. Didn't overthink it? Is it bad? But wait, look at her. She's totally vibing with it. Waiting for the drop, she's hyping herself up. Blushing hard, eyes sparkling, she actually loves it. Now the whole squad wants names? Me too, seriously. Everyone wants a piece of the god-naming action. How do I name a mob? Got it. Laziness? Activate. You're 1, you're 2. 0 creativity. Don't care. Nothing beats my crib. I'm a total hermit, honestly. Walking home, loving the privacy. No paparazzi here. House repairs done? Finally. Time to crash hard. So, tired. Ding. Notification. Aunt Tribe evolved. They're cute. Now, what is happening? Explain. Formica Tribe leveled up. XP conversion is legit. Cockroach XP banked. Ilshin is level 2. No way. Shocked face. Level up means big changes incoming. Civilization, Renaissance. Sounds fancy. I'm lost. Followers are shook. Watching the forest glitch out. Trees morphing. World changing. Minds blown. Little Ant asks, "What's the miracle, boss?" So eager. She's desperate for loot. Okay, time to play God. Customization mode. Unlock. Phone out. Let's go. Using God powers on my phone. This is gonna be fun. 4 Mica crew. Planting seeds. Free resources. Nice. Look at them building tiny houses. They're grinding. Civ is leveling up fast. My bugs are growing up. Dropped a training field. Go learn Kung Fu Fit. Self-defense training initiated. Evolution time. Tribe is thanking me like crazy. You rock, God. Faith levels are through the roof. Total devotion. Kinda funny. I'm just doing me. Really? Not a hero. I'm selfish, but hey, it works. Don't judge me. Followers getting cuter. Even the name is adorable. I'm actually enjoying this God Sim game now. Formica means ant in Latin. Smart evolution tactics. Want to learn more about this game? Nerd mode and checking other buttons. What does this one do? Ooh, shiny update. Suddenly, a dark tower spawns out of nowhere. Tower of Warriors. Sounds epic, but it literally eats your soul. MC jumps. The text pops up, explaining just how doomed they are. Even the OG tribe is scared stiff. This thing demands blood and souls. Survival rate, 1 in 1,000. Yeah, those odds are trash. He spots the bugs trying to smash the wall to get inside. Nope, he seals the door. Gotta keep his fan club safe. He busts the skill wall. Nobody enters, not even for the loot. He actually cares about these new big heart under there. The little ant is... Osan is such a beast. She is totally crushing on our guy's power level right now. Then there is this sus follower, tossing rocks and looking moody. He figures only the true tryhards can handle this tower. Chucks a rock up. Let's see what fate has in store. Suddenly, blue hair freaks. A massive monster just pulled up. Run for it. He screams for backup, completely losing his cool. He realizes he is weak sauce. I gotta level up. Like, yesterday? Sick of being a noob. He needs to evolve before he gets wrecked. A shadow beast appears. Why is everything going to hell? He is absolutely shook. Total confusion and chaos. Shadow beast starts swiping. It is Opian out for blood. Another mob gets scared stiff. Save me, P. It is practically begging for its life. 0, chill. Purple aura flares up. Fine, I will carry this team myself. You guys are trash. Talk about an ego trip on this one. Truth is, he hates solo queuing. It is a drag doing all the work. Useless minions. He is just roasting everyone now. Scene swap to a creepy wall. Weird noises start echoing. Spooky vibes. Something nasty is definitely brewing. Something pops out screaming in agony. Big ouch. Definitely not having a good time. Pure suffering. Red eyes? Wings? Yeah, that is a boss fight waiting to happen. Monster insults. Blue hair. Sup? You pay a little leech. Welcome to the funhouse. This guy is twisted. The evil god is gonna make you pay. Drama. Queen. Alert. He is simping hard for his boss. Total teacher's pet. Turns out he has a cursed needle from the plague guy. Just a toxic little minion doing dirty work. I get the mission, but I have one tiny demand. Trying to make a deal with the devil. Bold move. Cut to him sneaking around somewhere else. Plotting. Getting ready to wreck stuff in a totally new zone. He is screaming at his rig. Literally shaking because he messed up big. His crib is wrecked, and a creepy voice drops a serious ultimatum. Hit the target count this week, or your contract gets totally eaten. Big drama. Main guy slams the desk. Total rage mode. Can't lose that contract. Scary dark vibes everywhere. Dude surrounded by gloom but tries to chill out. Gotta finish the job. He's super broke and desperate. Needs that cash flow. Wonders what the squad is up to. Super nosy about him, cause he cares. Sort of. Peeps the tribe snoozing like babies. So peaceful. He thinks they're just lazy bums getting cozy. Whoa. Huge building spawns. Totally jump scared him. Calls it pure muscle. Dude loves the power trip. Digs the strength. Then, boom. A rock drops down. Brainstorming, muscle stuff. He wants those gains. Blue Gi flexes hard. Says that rock was super tough. MC wonders, is this dude dumb? Spoiler. Maybe. Meet Ilho warrior guy. Trains to save the fam. That's his vibe. McLove's watching M level up. Sim games are lit. He'll help the buff guy out. He's trolling hard. Spawns oil, weird noise cues. Dude stares at it, totally clueless. What's this? No clue what's up. Checks out the oil, confused A. Grabs it with both hands. Major curiosity mode on. Thinks, gift from Big Boss. Inspects it close. Totally shook by the loot. Then the waterworks start. Cries Bacchus, he's watching me. Faith level max. Full-on fanboy now. Hey fam, did ya dig the story? I loved it. For part 2, smash that sub button. Drop a like and stick around. Catch you later. Saya.